1929, the year the music stopped. The stock market crashed, the Great Depression began, and the American economy essentially evaporated. In the poverty that followed, people held onto every penny they could. Because of this, 1929 Lincoln cents were circulated heavily, used to buy bread and milk until they were worn down to nothing. But today, nearly a century later, we are witnessing a massive paradox. While the economy collapsed in 1929, the market for pristine 1929 pennies is exploding. We are looking at auction results that defy logic for a common wheat penny. We have a Philadelphia cent that sold for over $5,000, a San Francisco mint mark commanding nearly $8,000, and a Denver issue shattering the ceiling at $10,800. Most people think 1929 pennies are worth just a few cents. But today, using 4 certified auction sales, I'm going to prove that the difference between pocket change and a down payment on a car comes down to 3 things: the plus grade, the CAC sticker, and the coveted red designation. Get ready for a deep dive into a master level on the market of a 1929 Lincoln cent. We start with the Philadelphia issue, the Philly Perfection. Typically, the 1929 Philly cent is the most common coin of that year. Mintage numbers were really high, and they are generally available on the market. But availability changes when you demand perfection. On January 16th, 2025, a 1929 Lincoln cent, graded MS67 plus red, from the famous Whispering Pines collection, sold for $5,160. Why $5,000 for a coin with no mint mark? This is the definition of rare air. This coin earned the plus designation, meaning it is at the very high end of the grade. And the CAC green sticker, this certifies quality. The population report explains the price. There are 0 coins finer than this one. When you are building a registry set and competing for the #1 spot, you cannot improve upon this coin. In essence, you're paying for the statistical impossibility of improving your collection. This is what drives a common date into that 4-figure stratosphere. Now let's talk about the $10,000 Denver King. Next, we move to the heavyweight champion of the group, the 1929 D. Now you can see a wide gamut of prices on these, from a few dollars and upwards of thousands. Denver coins from the late 20s are really notorious for strike issues. Now there are errors in the Philadelphia, Denver, and the San Francisco strikes, but I'll get to that in another video. Finding them with sharp wheat ears and defined hair details is exceptionally difficult. In August of 2025, a 1929 D MS66 Plus Red sold for an eye-watering $10,800. So let me break that down on why this coin is double the price of the Philadelphia example, when that one, I called it the Philly Perfection. It is currently tied for the finest known at either grading service. There is not a single 1929 D in existence that's graded MS67 at PCGS or NGC. The ceiling is MS66 Plus, and this ceiling is even lower at Annex. This specific coin is the gatekeeper for the finest possible set of Lincoln cents. So now you can probably get why it had such a huge price tag. That $10,800 price tag isn't just for the copper, of course. It's for the exclusivity. It is the ultimate barrier to entry for the elite collector. Now let's talk about the other mint and the San Francisco spread. A $154 coin versus an almost $8,000 coin. We arrive at the most critical lesson for your wallet, and you can apply this to really any coin. The San Francisco Mint comparison on these will show you what to look for. We have 2 1929 S cents. These will expose the brutal reality of the red premium. First, look at the accessible option. On November 11th, 2025, a 1929 S MS65 red and brown sold for $154. Now that is an awesome price for a mid-MS grade Lincoln cent. This is a gem quality coin. It's uncirculated, it has history, but because the copper has mellowed to a brown tone, it is affordable. Now compare that to the following monster that sold on June 16th of 2025. This is another 1929S, but this one's graded MS66 Plus red and sold for $7,800. So look at that math. We're talking about a $7,600 price difference based on 1 point of grading and color of the surface. The MS66 Plus red is a condition census coin. It is one of the top handful known to exist. This one's going to have that population and flash that the registry buyers demand. The lesson here is really a harsh but simple one. If you collect for history, buy the $150 coin. If you collect for investment potential and or status, you have to pay up that $7,800 entrance fee. The market punishes brown tone coins and rewards red tone coins. This will always be seen with exponential multipliers to the premiums. So what is the core lesson of the 1929 market? It proves that in high-end numismatics, scarcity is really relative. A 1929 penny is common. A 1929 penny in MS66 Plus red is a bit of a unicorn. The $10,800 Denver sale proves that collectors will pay up to secure a finest known spot. That $5,000 Philly coin also proves that even common dates become rarities at the very top of the population report. And the San Francisco split, I think that proves the smartest buy for the average collector. You get 95% of the detail for 2% of the price by going with that red-brown gem. So let me know, which side of the 1929 market are you on? Are you hunting for the Whispering Pines quality coins, or are you looking for the red-brown bargains and really buying for history? Let me know in the comments, and let me know what you've been coming across in your coin, banknote, and collectible searches as well. Drop photos to the community tab on my channel homepage. And if you're new, make sure you hit subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you see the next video in my series on Lincoln Wheat Cents. I also have another series going on all modern Lincoln cents. So check that out also. I'll see you guys in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.